Hello everyone, this is something we've been working on for the past year, and we've been keeping a close eye on the New Zealand Guide changes, the industry changes, particularly where it gets into peer review with the PCBU and the main contractor, subcontractors, and as such. We wanted a way where you can easily provide a link to your customers that are booking in traffic management jobs with you without having the back and forth of emails or phone calls. This is an excellent way for them to talk to you about their job and ultimately give you the key information. The guide really emphasises on this and the collaborative consult and communication side of things. So what has Road Direct done? We've been looking and reading the New Zealand Guide back and forth and revamping our job portal form where it collects all the information. This is really important, and I just wanted to open with that, and then I'll show you some of the things we've put on the job online booking portal that we know is going to help save you time. For example, as soon as they book in, it lands straight into an incoming booking request, so you are not receiving an email and retyping it back in. This directly lands in our system as a pending request for you to accept or not. This is where your planners can work from there to make the plan or booking in the job. There's no point in getting into the administrative stuff, as we all know with communication typed forms, you as the PBCU need to know who the customer is and dates and time. So let's just skip past these administrative fields and get into the nitty-gritty bits. So one of the first things you can do is type in a location to where you are going to be working. Let's work through this example together. We can use these road cones to map or mark where we are working. This is speaking to the traffic management company that is doing the work. You can also do multiple indicators with these cones, and then you can write notes for reference in each indicator. For example, I might be doing A1 one day, another cone another day, and the last one could be a separate work activity. Even better, you could use this tool where you can draw where your work site would be. So here is where a good representation where the client is doing the work, and it gives a really good indication to the traffic management company looking after the site. As I said earlier, you can add notes to each of those marking points. So they are speaking to you about where the job is and then able to start looking at all environmental risks and what sort of traffic is on the road and stakeholders around that. That's a quick and easy way going forward. So remember, this is what your clients are filling in to book in the job with you, the TTM company. From here, they can book in the work activity into these fields so you have an understanding of that. Also, we've split off plant and equipment because it's very important to consider, just not what they're doing, but how they're doing it and what plant they're using. We've then added in new fields. These are very much moving with the times of the New Zealand Guide. So we want, if they do know it, to actually type in the work activity risk. Also, the little blue box gives them a feel of what they should be writing in. And if they don't know it, they don't have to put it in. Your planners will finish it off. But if they do know something that you don't know about the area, we are trying to fetch that, and that's the whole back and forth communication sorted. Again, we've split off environmental risk versus TTM risk. This gives us good custom fields to talk about the different main risks we have in the TTM industry. And in conjunction with that, we can actually just tick the parts of the road that they think it will affect. This is an easy way to ensure you are getting the information and not asking the customer to write too much. Also, it's good to know that it is responsive on mobile, so your customers are able to make bookings on the go on any device. Once this is sent by the customer, you'll receive an email confirmation in conjunction with it actually being in the system as pending. This is a really important part of the planning process and thinking of all the risks on the road. Hence why we've put some transportation aspects for them to think about what might be affected. So for example, if they know cyclists are affected, they can go ahead and tick that and back and forth and have a better understanding of the job which uses resources efficiently. We want to focus on the stuff that is very specific and the direction we are heading in the industry today. We all know generally if you're working on the road, a lot of the time our services are under the road. So we've just put a bit of communication about who's doing the access request. And then if they are somebody that's very aware of their PBCU requirements around traffic management, then they might already have what they need. And we've split that off with traffic versus any sort of vulnerable road users. Have any other documentation like pole locations, any JSRs or anything like that, they can just click on the choose files button here. That's an overview of the new job booking portal. We could go on with all the benefits, but if there is anything you can take away from this, is that we've tested it with multiple companies and it's saving over hours of work by removing that back and forth emails and phone calling. Thank you very much for watching.